Hey guys, it's Divine Prophetic Wisdom. I'm Empress Aradia, and I'm back with your message for the day. So, Grand Risings, guys. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great morning. So far, it's really cool outside. I think it's going to be a really cold day, so I brought it inside today. You guys know I love being outside. And it is really nice and sunny outside. It's beautiful, but it's still kind of cold and it's windy, so it's making it a little bit worse. So I brought it inside today, but Grand Risings again. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday so far. And we know that Wednesday is the day all about communication and being creative. It's still an action day, but it has an air element to it, so it's a little bit more lax. And I think that thinking about it, I think that's why Wednesday we kind of have that lazy feeling to it all the time. Maybe that's why we call it hump day, and we get a little bit of reprieve in the middle of the week because of the more lax energy. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great morning so far. I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday and that you've woken well rested. I thought today that we would just read the energy and see if the Most High had any messages for us that we need to know, or if there's anything that needs to be brought to our attention. So let's see. Most High, is there anything that we need to know on this morning? So overall messages for the collective. And I ask that you place a hedge of protection around me as I pull and deliver these messages, and around the overall collective as they open themselves to receive. And Ashe. I thank you in advance. All right, let's see. And this one wanted to come out too, so I'm gonna take both of them. All right, so number one is release. And then number two is up and out. And so I think that this is pretty obvious. Someone is either releasing, you're either actively releasing, or you're in need of releasing some toxic behaviors or patterns or feelings. And I'm going to read these cards to you. It says, number one, release, says, today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and welcome this shift. I am creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities. Ashe. Yes, so I've said this before. I think mostly in terms of us releasing our feelings, but anything that we release, whether it's old toxic patterns, toxic people in our lives, limiting beliefs, you are making room for your transformation. You're making room for your abundance and your manifestations to come into your life. You're putting your life on, it's like putting a train on the track. And when you release these things, you are not only making room, but you are aligning yourself with your purpose and your destiny. And that's why I always say it's best to be in tune with yourself. It's best to know yourself and what it is that you like to do. Not only that, but what is your purpose? Why are you here? What is it that is your destiny, and what would be most of fulfilling life to you? It's 444 and a clock. That means that you're being guided, divinely guided, by your ancestors and spiritual guides, as well as the Creator. the Most High and the Holy Spirit, I feel, is saying that releasing, like I said, those limiting toxic behaviors, I really feel like someone is actively doing this. So if you need the confirmation, I'm here to confirm you are going in the right way. But I feel like, on the other hand, someone is being called to do this, to release the limiting beliefs in, I really feel like it's limiting beliefs in harmful thoughts. Toxic behaviors. It's not always toxic people. Sometimes it's us. So you have to be able to look in the mirror and be honest. I think that's the key about doing shadow work and really being able to face the parts of ourselves that we don't necessarily like. It's being honest with ourselves. We have to be able to push our ego aside. And really come to terms with the fact that we have a component within ourselves that's limiting us, it's like you're literally in your own way. So you have to, like I said, be willing to be honest with yourself, because that is the key to being able to release it. Once you're able to be honest with yourself, you can address whatever issue that is, whatever toxic behavior, replace it with something healthy. For example, I'm quitting cigarettes. Yes, I've smoked cigarettes. I've smoked cigarettes for a long time. And it's been something that I've struggled with over the years to quit. And I've made all kind of excuses over the years, and some of those excuses are very much so valid. Like, it is a very hard thing to kick. It is a physical addiction. It's not just mental, because a lot of people say that. And it is a mental thing, but it's also a physical thing. But I know that part of me has to be shed, number one, so I can have a healthy, fulfilling life, and number two, so that I can have certain things that I want and that are destined to me, like my children. And I'm not saying that you have to not smoke to be a parent, but I just feel like it's healthier for my family overall, and I'm being a better example to my children. And so that is something that I'm keeping in the forefront of my mind to change this unhealthy pattern in my life, holding on to what it is that I want to see come into fruition as far as me stepping into my best self. And so you have to be willing to release and get those things up and out, to heal the parts of you that, I'm going to read the card. It says, to heal the parts of me that feel hurt, I must feel every emotion. It has to come up and come out. I don't try to push my feelings away. I sit with them and I feel them as I release them. Yeah, so excuse me guys, over the years, I have to say, I have been very harsh on myself also. You know, it's in terms of when it comes to, and I'm just using my situation as an example, but let it resonate with you however it resonates with you. I've been very hard on myself, especially in terms of the times that I tried to quit and I have not been able to quit. I feel ashamed. I feel embarrassed. And I had to really look at first of all, I had to allow myself to feel what I was feeling. Then I had to ask myself, why do I feel ashamed? Why do I feel embarrassed? There's something that my mother used to say to me all the time, and you know, a lot of these things that we remember from our childhood and the way that we were raised, yes, we want to let some of that stuff go, because some of those things are the limiting beliefs that we are trying to release. But sometimes those things come in handy, and they allow us to, they help us to move into that next phase. And I remember my mother used to say, if there's something that you're ashamed of doing, then you ought not to be doing it. And at the time I was reflecting, she spoke to me and she said, if there's something you're ashamed of doing, then you ought not to be doing it. And my mom smoked for years. Like the contradiction, right? But she's in the ancestor realm now, and she is one of my guides. And you know, when our guides cross over, they are able to reflect on their lives and the things that they wish that they would have done better. And she's my mother, and I'm pretty sure that she wants better for me than she did for herself. And I can see why that's, you know, why she would say something like that to me, to encourage me. And you have to be able to, and that's why I always say it's important to build that connection with your higher power and with your ascended masters, because in times of these, they can help you. They can help you, guys. They can give you not only words of encouragement, but show you the path and how it is that you can release the things that are harmful to you and do not serve you anymore, and that cannot go with you into the next cycle. And don't be afraid to look at those things and be honest with yourself about, you know, this, I don't like this about me. I don't like the way it looks or the way it makes me appear, or, you know, I don't like this characteristic about me. And I want to work towards releasing that. And it is very much so possible. So don't ever think that you are this person for life and that you have to be that way forever. Like they say, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's a lie. Don't buy into that, like at all, because yes, you can change. And the more you work towards it, the more that it will, like, you'll look up and you see, I have changed. You will see your progress. On the bottom of the deck, we have return to my body. And I was just drawn to the picture of it. It looks like she's surrounded by some kind of white aura or white light. And I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like stars around her. And I just heard covered, protected, guided, divine. But the card says, return to the body. When I am caught up in a stressful moment, I can move my awareness to my body. Is my jaw clenched? My body tense? How is my posture? This helps me to see where I can relax and let go of tension. Now I can return to any situation more calm and present. Yeah, so again, it's saying be in tune with yourself. Pay attention to yourself. You have to be conscious of the things that you think, of the things that you feel, and of the things that you do in order to change. Doesn't that make sense? Like, you have to be conscious of where you are. You have to be conscious of what you're doing. You have to be conscious of what you're thinking, of what you're saying, in order to change those things. So work towards tuning into you and being seriously committed to moving your awareness to every part of yourself in order to know what areas it is that you need to address and change. And when you're caught up in a stressful moment, I think that returning to your, we call it morning ritual, but I think that you can transfer that ritual into every or any part of your day. That's why I always say this. That's why I say have a great day on purpose, because when you are stressed out or you're feeling anxious and those low vibrational energies, you can choose to say, first of all, why am I feeling this way? And then say, okay, is it something I can change? If so, change it. If it's not, okay, then it's not. Pray to your higher power to help you with the situation, because your higher power can change it. Your spiritual guides can change it, or they can show you a way that you can change. You may not see that enables. Of course, you can do anything. You are a powerful being, but sometimes in life things just aren't not they aren't powerful, they just aren't in the cards for us. And so it's nothing you can do about it. And so you have to give those situations to the Most High and move on in your life knowing that you are aligning with your destiny. If there's something that is taken from you, and when I say something that's taken from you, I mean like you lose your car, or you have to move, or you're losing your friends. The more you change, the more you release and address, the smaller your circle gets. Just know that that is you aligning with your destiny. That is you aligning with your true intended path. A lot of times we hear this saying within this spiritual rooms, that rejection is God's protection, but sometimes it's not always rejection. You don't always have to be rejected by somebody for that to be protection. Sometimes when things fall away, that's God's protection. That's God's protection too. And like I said before, you have to think that if something is taken from you, God has something much better, or a much better version of what you had intended for you. And that's why I said, in terms of when we think about romantic relationships and having to walk away from people sometimes, yeah, people are completely toxic and we need to leave them alone. Like, we need to say, okay, goodbye. I wish you peace. I forgive you, but you can no longer be in my life. But sometimes a person is just in a place where it's the right person, but wrong time. Sometimes people are in a place themselves where they need to heal from toxic things or experiences that they've had in their lives. So don't be afraid to release. Don't be afraid to let go, because I guarantee you that there's something greater later. And I do want to pull an inspiration card just to give us a little encouragement. So Most High, can we have a word of encouragement for the collective? A word of encouragement for the collective. Excuse me, guys. Burping. A word of encouragement, Most High, for the collective. I heard keep going, keep pushing. And I'm feeling really emotional, guys. Like not sad, but like a overwhelming happiness, like when you want to cry. Okay, word of encouragement, Spirit. Please and thank you. Word of encouragement. The word of encouragement. There we go. All right. What has been, has been. What will be, will be. Yeah, so don't worry about what has been. Don't worry about what has been, what has happened. It's done. What will be, it will be. What God has for you, it's for you. Right now, we're being encouraged to focus on our healing, on becoming our best selves in order to step into the next phase, because what will be, will be. And the only approval that you need is your own. And know that all of what you're emoting is a part of a human experience. And that your body will allow you to thrive if you stay in tune with that. And yes, Ashe, know that your energy is your best currency. So protect your energy. And know your worth. Never settle for less. Even with you. Never settle for less. I always say, I don't compete with other people. I compete with myself. Like, I'm trying to one up myself. I'm trying to best myself. I don't worry about what the next person is doing. I don't compare myself to the next person, because I'm not the next person. I'm not anything like the next person. So I try to best myself. And just have an open heart to receive. That's important too. Because a lot of times we want to manifest these things into our life, but we're not exactly open for them. So we have to work on releasing to make space. That's what we're releasing for, to make space, to be open to receive. It says, be open to receive love, joy, peace, wealth, and guidance. Ashe. So I was going to end this reading, but the Most High said, look down. I will not feel guilty. It says, I do not feel guilty for letting go of what no longer serves me. Don't feel guilty for it. Even when it comes to having to distance yourself from close friends or family members because of whatever reason. Don't feel guilty for it. Know that you are walking in a direction, on a path that's destined and best for you. And don't ever be discouraged from that because of guilt or feeling some type of way for having to let go of someone or something to make yourself into a better person or put yourself into a better position. So guys, I am going to end this reading here. I hope you enjoyed it today. And please like, subscribe, and share. Share my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. And guys, I really hope that you got something from this. I hope that this message reached whoever it was meant for. And I hope you carry it in your hearts today as you go about your Wednesday. And that you do have a great day on purpose. Bye.